You know what's exhausting? The overnight success myth. We are flooded with stories of the viral sensation and the lucky break, making us feel like if we aren't standing on a podium by Friday, we're doing it wrong. We start looking for a shortcut, a secret door that skips the long hallway of effort. But the most resilient people don't look for doors. They look for the floor. They understand that the act of simply showing up every day is a psychological forge that changes who you are long before it changes what you own. When you show up consistently, you aren't just performing a task. You are building a reputation with the most important person in the room, yourself. In the world of social psychology, we are judged on the intersection of warmth and competence. Think about the new starter. On day one, they are high warmth but low competence. They have the energy, but they don't know the systems yet. If they quit on day 10, they remain a nice person who didn't work out. But by day 500, they've hit the social sweet spot. By showing up when it was raining, when they were bored, and when they were tired, their competence caught up to their intent. This is where real influence begins. When you show up every day, you prove you are reliable. Reliability is the highest form of competence. People don't just like pillars, they lean on them. You become the person others want to help because they know you'll actually be there to use that help. There is a structural reason why showing up changes the math of your life. It's the difference between intensity and consistency. Intensity is the person who goes to the gym for 9 hours once a month and wonders why they aren't fit. Consistency is the person who shows up for 30 minutes every single morning. The math of showing up works like compound interest. In the beginning, the gains are so small they're invisible. You feel like you're shouting into a void. But because you stay in the room while others leave, your volume of work begins to create its own gravity. You aren't getting lucky in year 3. You've simply refined your craft through so many repetitions that excellence has become an automated response. You didn't find a shortcut. You built a road. Most people never see the view from the top, not because they weren't capable of the climb, but because they stopped at the first plateau. Finally, showing up every day is the ultimate act of planting. In the beginning, nobody notices. You're putting in the work and it looks like nothing is happening. This is the boredom gap. But every time you show up for others, the colleague who needs help, the friend who needs an ear, the community that needs a volunteer, you are creating a psychological favor debt in the world. Humanity is hardwired for reciprocity. When you are the person who is always there, you aren't just a face in the crowd. You are a constant. You are planting seeds of trust that don't sprout overnight. Years down the line, when you face a big problem, you don't find yourself alone. You find a forest. You find that the small seeds of simply being present have grown into a canopy of people ready to support you. They aren't doing it because of a transaction you made today. They're doing it because you were there yesterday, and the day before, and the year before that. Showing up isn't about the result, it's about the identity. When you show up every day, you stop being a person who wants to be better and start being a person who is better. You realize that. Reliability is a magnet. You attract opportunities because you are the steady point in a chaotic world. Frequency is the teacher. You learn the nuances that the shortcut seekers will never understand. Presence is the gift. You build a life not through grand gestures, but through the quiet discipline of not leaving. The world doesn't belong to the smartest or the loudest. It belongs to the person who refused to go home. Because when the gifted ones get bored and the intense ones burn out, the person who showed up is the only one left standing to claim the prize.